morning everyone, it's Rachel here and we are going to work finally in the document journal. Now I have done a little bit so that we could move along from just gluing in pockets. And so I'll just show you what I've done so far. We need to recap because I haven't looked at this for, well I have now, but I hadn't looked at it for a while. I just put those in there to remind me they are pockets, even though I can see that. I will remove them and we will be making stuff. So we have done a little bit. I've just glued this one in here, and I did them off camera because I wanted them to sort of be dry, you know, drying, so that way I could work on them, you know, put things in them. So they're pockets there. I just glued a little tab on there. I glued this pocket on, and I found that I had these. These are like the when you have like the doily throw sort of things or tablecloths, they have where all the little medallion doilies are joined. These are in between them. So I had cut those out. I thought they're really fun to use. I think I had already done that with you guys. I did that with you guys. This one I just glued on. I really like these thin laces for these types of journals. I attached this page, so I thought that I covered up. This was just a plain reverse side of the botanical. I had a piece of the journal paper there, and then I just used one of the little travel bits there in the black and white, added some washi, and I attached this one here. So you could put writing paper there. And you could write all around. I think it would look really cool. You could even write onto the images. And I just really love those. It's Milano. So I had this page was a little bit longer, so I just attached it on there and then folded it. And then added some of Amity Bloom's beautiful washi tape. And then what else? I did that with you guys, I think. I added this little pocket here with this lovely lace. And then... sorry, they're just drying now. I've added a pocket here. I did fold a piece of glue paper and then just attach the lace on top. I do have this little strip. The paper mustn't have gone in straight. So I may take it off, or I might put something down there. I've added like a double belly band, belly band there. And then here I've added another big pocket. That one's still drying. And then I didn't... need to make sure I'm gluing my pages down. I've got that, and then there. So obviously where that's plain, I've left those sorts of pages, 1810, that one, just because they are nice places to write. So possibly you could maybe attach a pocket here. I could decide that afterwards. But anyway, I'm going to start now going through and making things to go in the pockets. I know I had made this before we left. I found that in the pile and I just folded that down, so that could be embellished and go somewhere. It might be too big for some of these pockets. It might be the only issue. So it could possibly slide in. Oh, it does slide into that one, so let's do that one first. Okay, and I've got, you know, the big kit that a lot of you had purchased, or you bought the half size or the bigger size. And I mean, you can make multiple journals with these kits because there's just so much in them. So there's also these lovely postcards. So sorry, I'm just going to jump around a little bit. I might go ahead and just find spots for those to go in. So that one does fit in there, and I might make something to go in there as well, but I just want to put them in now. So this one's a wider sort of postcard, so I need to find a spot, for example, one that's open like that. No, it's too big, that postcard, for this. Could be too big for this journal, so I might use it in another one. Or we could... See, it's too wide for all of these pages. So this one, yep, too wide. We could, for example, I could just even just paper clip it somewhere as well. we'll put that one aside because that one is not cooperating. Let me just see the last, that's not the last page, this is. And I might like to clip it on there. I might not put it in this journal because it's too big. I know this will also be too big because it's the same size, so I won't use that one. But I do have that, so okay. All right, well, let's go back. We put one thing in, just one went in. Okay, so let's go to the digital kit, I think, and see. It's the fussy cutting kit. I think it's number 5 of those. But I will also have it, I'm just going to pull out all of these. And then, oh, I also love this. Absolutely love that. I wonder if I could make that into something. Maybe not on there, we might do that. Oh, you know what else? That would, I might like that on that background. That's the same travel book. I like that little map as well. Okay, sorry, getting sidetracked, you know me. Now I do have multiples of this kit printed out, so if you're seeing double ups, it's because I've sort of thrown it all together. So I'll have to be careful not to use the same thing over again. That there. Okay. And then we've got the full sheets there, and I'll just put those aside actually. I probably won't use those now because we've got those as our pages. Right. I love these as well. Oh, and the ads. The ads are fabulous. Okay, put those here so I can see them and remember them. And just quickly checking. I love that. I always just double check what's on the other side. I do love that. So I think I might put that on this tag, a sideways image. And these books, these ones were from the Touring Club. Ones are from the 1930s. You can get them through all ages. In the 1900s, there were, like, it was reprinted multiple times, but this particular edition that I had was the 1930s. I think I might put it on. Oh yes, I really like that. I'm going to put that there. So I'll glue that down. So I always check the other side of a page from a book to see that you might prefer something on the other side. But I like this. It's called the Sacra Familia. I'm covering that. Oh, covering that little folded bit. Oh well. Do love that. And then I might take something like, let me put my fabric scissors over there. This. Something more modern, and put it as my topper. Let's rip it. So how is everyone today? Did not get a video done this weekend. We've had a few earthquakes, and they're literally just down the road, not even probably 10 kilometers away. And so, you know me, I'm not from the land of earthquakes. I don't come from a country where there has been one or two, but like it's not common for there to be earthquakes in Australia. There was one in Newcastle many years ago, and that caused quite a bit of damage, but it's a rare occasion. And so I don't do well with it. And so I had a bit of anxiety because we've had, I didn't tell you, we've actually had 3 earthquakes in the last, we had 2 on Saturday, one really early in the morning, and I was up making book page packs at 6:30, and then we had one at 11 something in the morning. Lily got evacuated from school, and then we had one a couple of days before that as well. And so, yeah, Saturday I was just totally distracted by that happening. And then yesterday we went to the antique market, and I did get some ephemera and stuff, so I spent the afternoon sorting that out. But also my mother-in-law came with us, and she loves it. She just wanted to go through everything, and so where I might have had the chance to do, I love that, to do a video, she was here, so I didn't. And then, you know, then I got cracking, tidying up my mess and putting, you know, sorting all the stuff out so I could put it away and not have it everywhere. And I'm going to punch a hole. And then I didn't end up doing a video. I might put, I love that. It's so simple, but I do really like it. I'll keep saying that to you, won't I? Now I do sometimes have, I've got a box of laces here. Here we go, found one. I have this thin lace, and I thought that could be quite nice. Oh, there's a little piece threaded through. So that's why I haven't done any videos over the weekend. Normally I would do one. I did say on Friday I was going to do one, and then I didn't. So here I am today being a good girl and getting cracking. There we go. I often forget to use that. So that is going to go somewhere. I hope it fits. I really hope it fits. Quite like it there, but I think I'll make something smaller to go behind that one. Just make sure I'm on the screen. Was I going to put it there? I think I was. I like that. Or, because it's got a topper, maybe I prefer it in here. No, it's not going to fit in there. That's the only thing with these journals, is you need to make narrow pocket, like your narrow tags and things. It will fit in that one. Oh, and I love the colours. Yeah, that's really good. Love that. Okay, good. Admiring the handiwork. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Right. So what's next? I have these lovely little these fun little things too, and the inspiration of these comes from the ones that I have. I might fold it that way, and you could of course write on there. And then what you can do, let me just see, this one can pop in behind something. You could put like some sort of embellishment on it. Just close my glue for a second, don't want it to dry out. I'm thinking I might like, I'd also do some stamping. I wonder if I were to stamp on there. Let's do a stamp. Just a sec. Oh, flowers. I want my Makey stamps, M-A-K-I stamps. Flowers. And I know exactly which one I want. I just have to find it. Actually, I might like that one. No, not that one. Oh, it's not in here. It's in the other box. Just a sec. We'll keep those out because we might use them again. I've got another drawer. I said box, but it's a drawer. Might be in this one. That's a Stamperia. No, it's not in that one. Which one was it in? I think it was in the bunny one. This one, that's what I want to put in. Okay. And I think I'm going to do, what colour? Just a sec, guys. I wanted this colour, I think. Similar colour to the antique writing. So this, I'll tell you what it is in a sec. Put it down there. Oh, I love that stamp. So it is Pine Cone. VersaFine Claire Pine Cone. Just going to blot it, and we'll put, let's just make some stuff and then we'll find spaces for it. I'll put my stamps down over here out of my way because I am rummaging through. Yeah, I can't have everything on screen, so I apologize for that, but I am rummaging through the big ephemera kit journal kit that I had put together in November to find things, you know, authentic things as well. We might use that again. We might use these. Okay, I do have this lovely piece that could have something done with it. Could attach it to that. Let's do that, and then just do some little crumply bits just to age it a bit. Yeah, I'm going to glue that down. I think this page is very sticky now. Just take that off. So I hope everyone had a lovely weekend. We went to Steffi's cousin's, and that's where her, you know, her son is a bit of a nightmare sometimes. However, I am still the flavour of the month with him, whereas before he used to sort of try and whack me. Now he doesn't. He was actually not too bad. Usually it's quite exhausting because he's like wants me to get down and play with his garage. He has a garage with, it has like a dinosaur that goes up and down, and so you throw the cars down the garage, down the ramp, and the dinosaur goes down with his mouth chomping, and then he you know, you got to see if the cars can get through without being chomped by the dinosaur. And he doesn't, and Steph's cousin said that he doesn't even play with it. He just and some of his friends come over and they want to play with it. He's like, no, I'm playing that with Roxy. I think that's really funny. But he was actually really good. He'd been to a birthday party. So I think he was pretty tired. I'm going to use this old piece of, I think it's almost, it feels like it's a bit of a rag paper, this one. It was the end paper. It might have even been the one, looks like it was the one that was glued down. That's not mold, that's glue. It was glued onto the end of the book. You know, the inside cover. And it just easily came off. So sometimes I keep them if they're not all really dirty. I might just do something like that. So yeah, so he was actually good. It wasn't too bad. And I didn't go and play with the trucks, with the, you know, the garage and the dinosaur chomper. Because actually I was really tired. It was the first day since I got back that I managed to stay up beyond 9 p.m. And yeah, so I know I didn't go and play the games with him, but he was fine. Their little friend, kind of cousin friend, I haven't understood their relationship with that family. I think they're cousins of her companion, but like distant cousins, I don't know, cousins of the dad, or I don't know, grandfather. So anyway, he came, so they were fine. And he'd been to a birthday party, so he was much calmer than usual, which was good. And I'm going to just fold all of that down. Just a bit of fun. Create a bit of texture. Okay, I'm sure I've made something that's way too wide to fit into a pocket. Oh, I haven't decorated it yet. I want to do that as well, but I'm going to snip here. Okay, and let's see, what do we have? I do keep looking at these things. No, I won't put those. I think I like these little fussy cutting bits. So I don't know how we'll go. We might have another session making things before I say, oh, we don't need that, before I say it's done. I do love the flowers. I'll do the flower pot. Oh, I'm so pleased that I now know the brand of these scissors, Birch. I keep telling you, because I couldn't tell you that before, because I must have just, when I was in Australia before coming home, I must have ripped them out of their packaging and never, I thought they were like not a well-known brand. I thought they were like a Spotlight brand or something like that, but they're actually a well-known sewing sort of equipment brand. Okay, so I think I'm just going to put this there. I think I like it up there. I'm going to put it up there. It's just a random, just pretending like it's the actual Victorian one that they used in their scrapbooks, and that's just a little journal card. I think that's really cute. It's got super old paper on the back. It's got very old book page from the mid 1800s, and then it's got a scanned piece on it. And it could have more embellishment, but you know, need to leave a little bit up to whoever ends up with the journal. Oh, actually, I know who's going to end up with the journal. It's spoken for. Someone on my list. Oh, I've got to put something in there too. Now that might fit. Oh, it does fit. Do I like it? I like to see where do I like it best. So that one is a possibility. It's all part of the auditioning thing. It could, does it fit in that one? No. It does fit in the other one. It could slide in one of these. Oh, no, it doesn't fit. I'm going to make a narrow one for there. I don't want to put it there because it will cover my flower. It could go in that envelope there. I didn't put a pocket there. Like that. I could put it in this one. That's the only thing with the lacy pockets. Sometimes it's hard to slide things down. So I think I'm going to go back to the other one. I need something narrow there. I could put it in there, but I think I'll put something else. In mind. Yep, so when you're gluing, of course the laces have holes, so you do need to go back multiple times and check that it's not sticking down. And I was going to put it in, was it this one? No, it wasn't that one, it was this one. I did like it there. So that's going to go there, but it will have something else as well. Okay. Oh, so much fun. I love doing this. Really a lot of fun. So I don't want really wide things. I want to do something with this. So I'll just tear off the edges. So is anyone having a go at one of these? Well, they've sort of become the thing, haven't they? Really, the journals, the narrow document journals. I mean, they are super fun to make. I might even pull out one of my original old ones. I don't, as I said, I don't know. I tend to feel like someone is making them. From in France, maybe, because the dealer told me she got them she bought a lot. So they had basically the dealers can go and they love that. I'm channeling Rhonda P here. The dealers can go and then the people who are purchasing can go, and then the antique dealers open their boots of their van or the back of their van. This is what they told me. I think it's I can't remember what they're called. And then you basically bid on a lot. They say, oh, this is a Victorian lot or something like that. And she said she didn't know I mean, if she's telling me the truth, I think she was. She didn't know what was in the lot, and she found these journals. And so she couldn't tell me about them, but I don't know. I do believe that she did buy a Victorian lot, because she also had, which I didn't purchase at the time, she had pages of, you know, that of a fallen apart scrapbooking, you know, antique scrapbooking. Oh, I might put it onto, that's a just a straw paper card sort of thing. I think I'm going to glue that on there. Now, is that going to make it too modern? Not too modern. That was in my thoughts, and yes, that's what I was thinking in my head. But is that going to make it too wide? No, because that card did fit. So I think I'm going to make that to go in there. Yeah, so I don't know. She didn't know. Told me she didn't know anything about those journals. I'll pull them out for anyone who's new. I'll show you one in a second. So we might have a look and see what inspiration is in there, because that's where my inspiration for these journals quite a while ago came from. I've done multiple, made multiple of them on camera, inspired by those journals. And then also the binding is from documents that I have that were bound that way. And I'm going to snip the corner. I actually love those colours. They really are just scrumptious to me. And I think I might, you know what I might do, is I've got this sort of trim here. I don't know whether you would call it a lace or not. I think I might put that on the top. And I'll just put a little bit of glue behind it, but I'm then also going to staple it. And this, you know, I just love the randomness of it all. Just do whatever you feel like doing. It's just too much fun. I think we need a t-shirt saying it's all about the fun. Gail, you could do a merch with it's all about the fun. That's my request, is it's all about the fun. Because, you know, that's, I mean, otherwise what's the point in doing it if you're not having fun? So I just put a little grass staple in there. Perfect. Oops. And I'll just cover that up with a piece of washi tape. Why not? What about this pretty piece? This is a William Morris MT, William Morris type. It's super sticky. Don't need any glue. It's super sticky. Just stick that there just to cover up that so nobody gets stuck on it. Okay, and we're going to find a pocket for that one. And I think I know which pocket I'm going to put it in. If I get there, this one. Oh, love it. Okay, now another thing you can do. So there's more things you can do with the digitals, but also maybe not this one. This one's really big. But there are, oh, these are really cool too. These are, I love these. On this side, I love the ads. So I'm actually just going to tear them down. Now, of course, that's not going to fit in a pocket as is, but what I can do is just, I think I'll fold it over long ways and just, it's kind of cracking because it's that kind of paper, but look at the graphic on that. I just love that. And I'm going to put that up behind that one. You could even just like, you could paper clip it on a page, but oh, I'm going to put that in there. I decided to leave that open. I'm going to slide that in there. So I'm going to fill that with just some fun things to play with. So that's one ad. Now let's just tear down this one and see if I can find a lovely home for that one in the journal as well. So this is so someone said what a lovely lady in Australia was purchasing some book page packs, and a book page pack, and she said to me, what can I do to protect the papers, like, you know, because they can be brittle or fragile. So I wrote back to her and I said, there might be a couple in there that might be fragile. Like these are fragile in the sense because when you fold them, you can see the fibers, it's cracking. So and she said, should I use Mod Podge? And I said, well, I would tend not to use Mod Podge on the antique. I like that in there. On the antique, no I don't. On the antique book pages, because it's kind of plasticky. It gives it that kind of plasticky feel. But what you could do, like something like this, so I think this would be just a lovely journaling spot. So what I would do with this is glue it to another piece of paper, like so. In fact, I might do that with this lovely piece of, what did I say it was? Yes, it's rag paper. Glue it to a lovely piece of paper, and that will reinforce it. So I would tend to reinforce my papers by gluing them to another, or I might glue them just to a piece of book page to strengthen them, or something thin, or maybe there's you've got some of that onion paper that's really almost transparent. You could glue it onto that rather than using the Mod Podge. But in those packs, in my packs, there's a lot of this type of paper in there too, rag paper, which is very strong paper. It doesn't need to be reinforced. So and then some of the really more, maybe the more fragile ones, I would intend them to be used. I'm going to leave that to be used for collaging. So that paper now, it's doubled over now, so it's very strong. And I'm actually going to tri-fold that. So there you go, just chatting away. As annoying as it might be to some, something comes of it with the chitter chatter. I'm looking at that little piece. I'm wanting to think that might fit on there. And I may accidentally use some things twice because I've got multiple of the kits printed out. So I did that because I think I started using them pre-recording the videos for this journal before I left for Australia for Christmas. So I'm going to glue that there and then trim off the excess. No, I'm not going to use that one. I'll put that over there so I don't lose it. I didn't want that one. It wasn't doing it for me. Do I have any other minis? Not mini enough. That's the same one. I don't want to, I like the pot, but I've already used the pot, so I won't use the pot again. And that's it. I've probably got more in my container where I keep those things from my other kits, but I'm not going to pull that out now. So what I might do instead is I might use, I don't think I've used this lovely, oh yes I have, I've used it. This is one of Amity's gorgeous washi tapes. And look, it's just fairly plain actually. It's got a bit of ledger on it. So I think I'll just put that on there. Yeah, I think that's going to be nice. Okay. And that's just a lovely journaling spot. A few crinkles in there because I folded it when it's wet. Note, you know you shouldn't fold them when they're wet because they do get crinkles. Okay, so that's that one. That's going to pop in there. And something else will go in there. I haven't decided what yet. Let me see. So yeah, going back to the pages, this is me jumping around. Glue them to something else, or otherwise sometimes some of the older pages are stronger than the newer pages, so they don't crack. Oh, what about this? Oh, this is going to be perfect. So I'm going to fold that. I'm not going to do anything to it. It's a lovely receipt from 1929. And that is just going to pop in there behind. And I love the colours all together. So that's that. Let me just see that. Would I like that? Sometimes I can't tell which is the top, and I think that's the bottom. There's a bow. No, I don't want it there. Do I want it up there, over there? I like these little things for these, you know, decorating these pages, but not that one on there. Okay. Let's see what else is going to happen. Lots happening. I want to do something with that. And I won't, that's quite new. These are newer travel books. I'm actually going to have to tear off the edge of this. It's going to be too big for my pockets. But I won't throw that out. I'll use that as a base for something. That's what I'm trying to say. It's nice strong paper. It's quite thick. But I do love that. I love that too. I might use that somewhere. But I would not throw that out. That's a good base for something. Okay. I think I might take that edge off. I was going to keep it, but I'm taking it off. Okay. And I'm just going to back this with some sort of plainer sort of paper. Look at all these. Oh, these are fun things to include. So this is rag paper, guys. It's really, really thick. You can feel the embossing on it. This is also one. So that you can see all the different types. They quite often have that edge, but they don't always have that edge. But this one like has ridges. I don't know if you can see that. But quite often the script is embossed. This one's a bit less embossed. That's a thinner one. And that's a thicker one. So, I mean, they're almost like cardstock. They're amazing. So I'll just fold that and put that somewhere. But I'm going to glue this to just a plain. I keep all the ends of this is just a vintage bookend. I just keep those and glue these things to them. Now I'm going around with my glue stick. I'm not on my glue book page, and then I'm just going to go around the edges with the wet glue, because if I go around the edges with the glue stick, then I just get glue everywhere. That's the only reason. There's no other reason why I'm switching to this, because I can control where I'm putting this, unless I'm silly and I slip off the page, which happens, sometimes. But you can control it better, that's all. And these are thick pieces of paper, so I have no issue with using the wet glue. I tend to use glue stick because the wet glue, if it's a thin piece of paper, will crinkle it. I don't want this to grow too much because I need to fit it in a pocket. I love that. And I'm thinking, oh, can I get there? Because I've got my laces here. I can. I was even imagining before. It's so funny how things just pop into your mind. I was imagining, do I have one? I might not have one. Oh dear. I may need to print it up again. The bauble one that I have. I don't have one. Oh, this is not good. I was imagining that. What about something like that? Or I think I might put that on there. Oh, yes. Okay, didn't have the bauble one, but that's okay. We're going to use this one. My thought was to wrap it around the edge rather than just sticking it on as you normally would. I was thinking I was going to wrap it around the edge, but let's see, because the bauble one, it didn't have a word, but this one does, but doesn't matter. So I could just stick that there, but I'm thinking maybe I could have that or half. That's what I wanted. I'm going to do it. That's what I wanted to do, and so that's what I am going to do. It has no function, it's just decorative. So this is one of those travel page things that sometimes I include in the kits. It's just decorative. There we go. Okay, so I think I've made quite a wide thing here, and I may have some difficulty finding a home for it, but I'm thinking it could just pop in there. Yes, oh, and I like that. Slide it up a bit, and what I might do is I need a big piece of, I've got a nice big invoice here that I might just fold. I fold it that way. No, that's not going to be big enough. Just a sec. Oh, I have this document. This is lovely. What about if I fold that? Oh, it's going to fit in. Okay, so I'm just going to fold this like so. And tuck that in behind there. Like so. And that's what's going in there. And I could decide, let's have a look. Just looking at these. Oh, I love this one. Let's just cut one of these out. And that one I wanted to use somewhere. I love that. And I love these. With a little cottage in the middle. I'm in a bit of a mess, aren't I? You'll just have to put up with me. Now, the reason why I can whiz around these so quickly is I did leave a little border on them. So I don't have to worry too much about the white. I'm wondering if I would like that. I can't see, it's reflecting. I kind of like those colours together. I could put it up there. I could put it down. Oh, I think I like it down there. I'm just going to glue that there. Okay, done. So I think I'll stop there. We've still got more to do. I'll do another video and then I think it will be done after that. Yep, I'll do another video. I'm thinking now, while I'm looking at this, I could layer that with this lovely piece of paper as well. Have that, just have another colour in there. Look at that. Yeah, okay. So let's just recap quickly what's happened in this video, because quite a bit's happened, I think, methinks. So I just slid that in there. I still got to put something else in there. Now these are, just remember these pockets are actually glued, so just, you know, don't be, you know, swinging it by the lace, because they're glued, they're not stitched. But you could come in here and put a couple of stitches where the pressure points are, just if you're worried that it was going to come off. But I think my glue is holding. I did want to put something on here, but we might do that next time. And I want something behind there as well. And then I may review whether I want to put like another embellishment on a page. I may want to put something here, I may not. We'll just come back and visit that next time, because I think you do need to take a break after doing a little bit, because it does become a bit tiring. Love that. So we've got things to put in there. That can take, oh, I think it's stuck in there. There we go, pull that out of that pocket. I might decide to attach something on there, I'm not sure. So there's still plenty to fill and do. So yes, definitely another video. I might not finish it in that video, but we'll definitely do another one, because there's quite a bit to be done still. So there we go. So that is my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and oh, I didn't put this one in. Thank you. Oh, let's put this one in before I lose it. Kind of would like it in a top tuck. Do I have another top tuck, or did I only do one? Let's see. Let me see. I might have only done one. I could, there's a top tuck. So something else will go in there as well, but that's going to go in there. Oh, no, maybe I want it in that. You know where I prefer it? I think I prefer it in one of these, but I'll have something bigger in there as well. That's better. I like that more. Okay. Yeah, so we will work on some more on this one, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.